Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. So today is August 20th, 2020, and what I want to talk to you about today is the beautiful Canary Yellow Zinnia. So I'm going to be discussing what I like about this variety, the growing characteristics of it, so please stay tuned. So this is a dahlia type Zinnia, which means it gets the really nice large heads on it. The flower heads can get about 4 to 5 inches across, and the good news is it is an heirloom, so you can collect the seeds from it, providing that you're not growing another type of Zinnia, and you can replant your seeds for next year. And I do have a video on my channel for how to select your flower seeds from your heirloom flowers and what to look for when selecting them. So this plant gets about 3 to 3.5 feet tall. Now this one here is growing in a container. I saw the seeds the one day when I was in at the store, and I was looking for a yellow blooming Zinnia, and I decided to give it a try. So I had started them in the greenhouse, and I brought them out then. We did have a little issue with powdery mildew, but we sprayed it with neem oil, and that took care of it. So not sure if I'm going to put them back in the greenhouse yet or not. Depends on how many blooms I get off of them. These are great for bouquets. If you want to do like cut flowers and bouquets, the more you cut these, the more that they bloom. So you can see it does have buds coming right up here and over here. So it seems to be a heavier blooming type Zinnia, and I'm really happy about that. So this is one I definitely plan on keeping. Now when you do your Zinnia plants, I do have videos on my channel for how to start your Zinnias from seed. You want to set these out after the last frost, because these will not tolerate a frost. So if I don't put these back in the greenhouse at the first frost, these are going to be done, unless I cover them with like a frost cover or something. And you can plant Zinnias with salvia, you can plant them with marigolds, you can mix these with smaller type Zinnias, but if you want to collect seeds off of them, they will cross back and forth. So if you want to collect your seeds, I recommend growing like one type and getting your seeds off of it. Now when you're growing your Zinnias, you do want to make sure that you keep them well watered. You don't want to let them dry out to the point that they wilt. So you want to keep your soil moist but not soggy. They do love the heat, which is a good thing. They love to be growing in heat. And they do love full sun. If you're growing them in the shade, they can kind of get tall and straggly, and they might not bloom as well as they will in the sun. Depends on what you're feeding them. They do benefit from a plant food fed about every 7 to 14 days. Now you can plant your Zinnias in the ground, and you can also grow them in containers. Now one thing you want to watch out when you transplant them, they don't always like to have their roots disturbed. So what can happen is just you're growing a double type and you disturb the roots on it, it can actually revert back to a single. So if you're growing the double types and they're reverting back to singles, then it's possible that the roots are getting disturbed when they're being transplanted, and that's why they're not going with the doubles then. Now these here were planted directly in their container, and if you do put them in a container, you want to use a good high quality potting mix for that. And you want to keep it moist but not soggy. You want to make sure your container has really good drainage on it, so that your plants aren't standing in water. They like well-drained soil, so that's something you want to keep in mind when you're planting them. And just make sure your containers have enough drainage. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. Please don't forget to hit the little notification button all the times I put a new video on. You can also follow me on Twitter. I'll have a link down in the description for my Twitter account. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye.